What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're here with some more Pirate Rumble action, and today we get to go ahead and actually use the recent SugoFest exclusive Trafalgar Law in some Pirate Rumble action. I'm really looking forward to this one. It is a little bit of a shame because I feel like the characters that came out for the 8th anniversary, some of them were a little hit or miss. So today I'm really hoping that this character is able to show up, some of those 8th anniversary characters, show how strong he really is. So Trafalgar Law is a bit of an interesting unit in the fact that he is kind of built to work with the quick team, but he is also kind of built to work in a cerebral based team as well. I don't know, sometimes the design choices for some of these legends are very bizarre, specifically 8th anniversary Kaido, very weird choices with him. But let's talk about Trafalgar Law. What does he actually do in Pirate Rumble? So his Rumble ability is going to give your quick allies level 5 attack and level 5 speed, as well as giving your cerebral characters a level 6 health boost. Now that's kind of interesting because the quick team has been renowned for having very low speed stat, and it's interesting that we've had so many characters over the past few months that have released that have basically countered that, in that, Izo Okiku, I believe Brook also has that as well to give speed increase, and now Trafalgar Law too. But one thing I want to point out, I don't like the fact that this character is separating their stats between quick and cerebral. At the bare minimum, I'm really happy that the attack stat is given to the quick allies, but it is just weird. I feel like what they should do is just make the numbers a little smaller, but work for cerebral and quick. I think that would be really nice, so you could build really powerful cerebral and quick teams with this one unit. But anyways, let's have a look at the Rumble Special 32 CT, which I don't know why they've been making all of these CTs incredibly high recently, but either way, it targets 3 enemies with high HP for 3 times attack, and then targets 2 strength enemies with high attack for 100% chance of paralysis for 20 seconds, and targets teammates in a medium range for a speed up level 7 for 20 seconds. I think that this is actually a pretty respectable special, and I think it works very well within the quick team itself. You're mainly going to be targeting strength enemies anyway, so I think this is going to be an interesting find, and I hope that we can see some pretty big damage output from Law today, and it would be nice to get some nice paralysis to block the enemy from doing any sort of damage towards us. But I guess let's just quickly go over the team real quick. So of course we are using a quick based team, and we've got, the typical suspects of Kaido and Akainu, and we've also got the PvP rare recruits in Shiryu, Groggy Monsters, Whitebeard, Sober Mask, nothing really too crazy there. But then the last slot really could be a lot of different things. You could have the blue Final Tap Luffy, you could have Legend Brook V2, you could have V2 Magellan. There's lots of different units that you can use in a quick team, so I feel like Izo and Okiku is going to be the best option here, because not only do they have a fantastic special ability, but I feel like their Rumble ability is going to help us out too. So this is the team composition that we have for Law. Let's go ahead and run into some enemies today, and hopefully we can get some dubs. So this is honestly a pretty scary looking team here, and this is a team that I would probably suggest avoiding. We've got essentially a free spirit team here with the Luffy crew, and obviously if Luffy crew launches first, we could be in a little bit of strife, and then Final Tap Kid in the back. Yeah, this is a really scary looking team. Typically would avoid this one, but of course, let's just see how things go, we might get a little bit of luck, so I guess we'll see how things go, and ideally we want to get rid of Luffy crew first, but the fact that he does revive is a bit of an annoyance. So I do feel like this is going to be a really challenging fight. What we really want to see here as well is we want Akainu to launch as soon as possible. If we can get Akainu to launch right before Law, that would be fantastic. He should, considering he has such high CT compared to the rest of the crew here. And if we do get that, that's going to be really good for Law to do more damage and potentially get a KO against the enemy too. So we are getting Akainu to launch first, which is exactly what we wanted. So fantastic damage against the strength enemies there. And we're getting Kaido to launch really early too. Already getting a knockout on Rayleigh. That's fantastic because he's so bulky and can really increase the bulk of the whole team. So I'm really glad we got rid of him. Shiryu is going to launch, and he did launch in the first 30 seconds, so he actually does a bit of extra damage to the strength enemies. So we're going to get hit with Odin. We should tank this pretty well, actually. Yeah, we're eating that up. Eating it up all day, every day. And Ace himself, he does a little bit of damage too, but we just barely survive. And Izo Okiku, I love this unit. It's so satisfying. Oh my god, dude, we didn't even get a chance to use Law's special. Okay, look, I was so concerned about this team, but we absolutely destroyed it. We did get lucky with some of the special activations. Getting the Akainu to launch first is very vital in making you, a little bit more successful in clearing the teams out. But man, it is unfortunate we didn't get a chance to show off Law, but either way, really impressive victory. So I have absolutely no idea what the hell this team is, but I saw it had a lot of strength units and some pretty powerful units, man. I mean, you got Odin, Yamato, and the waifus. You got Jack for some bulk. You've got some CT increase and some healing with Otama. I mean, look, this is a pretty whack team, and typically, like, teams like this, you don't see at this kind of range, but I'm just enticed to see what this team is aiming to do. Let's actually just peep the stats real quick. The stats actually look not too bad. I don't know, man. I think we should be able to get a clean dub here. I mean, either way, I just want to see Law use a special. I want to see his damage potential. I just want to see what he's able to do. And of course, remember, like, Law is the only cerebral character on our team, so he's the only character that receives the additional level 6 HP. Here we go with the Kaido, though. Kaido's going to automatically launch to pretty decent damage. A little bit of defense down. You love to see it. Law just missing out on a special activation would have been so good. Who got hit with the confusion? Oh, we actually dodged the confusion. That's fantastic. Akainu got the half stats, which does kind of suck. But it's okay. We got a Akainu launching now, so at least we got the health cut. We did get rid of the waifus though, so we don't have to worry about the confusion debuff anymore. That confusion debuff, man, if you guys haven't seen my video where I actually use that character, whew, the waifus are a fantastic Pirate Rumble legend. So we got rid of Otama, that's good to see. Good damage there, and we actually got rid of Jack as well. Okay, and then Shiryu's gonna launch too, and here we go. Law actually might just wrap it up here. Let's see it. Nice. Okay, it actually wasn't that much damage. You know, it was only around, what, 5 to 7k between those two characters. Okay, so he's supposed to do like 3 times his attack. Yeah, I was probably expecting a little bit more in terms of damage potential there. But either way, we got the clean dub against a very obscure team there. Man, I just keep resetting, and it is really hard to find strength teams. I don't know what's going on. Not too many people running strength defense teams this time around in Block C, but we found another one finally. And I mean, this is, again, a pretty typical looking team, and I feel like we should be able to get through this pretty comfortably. What I might do after this match as well is we might take on the challenge difficulty, the strength single match, just to see how we can perform against that. I think that'll also be kind of fascinating to see what we can do, especially with Trafalgar Law against them. But of course, this team shouldn't be too much of a hassle, considering this CT is pretty high. You know, you do have Luffy giving a little bit of CT increase to free spirit characters, but Trafalgar, not Trafalgar Law, should I say, Eustace Kid does not get affected by that, and Kid is really the only guy on the enemy's team that I am really concerned about, so if we can get rid of him, I'll be really happy. And unfortunately, Kid did dodge all of those attacks there, which is a bit of a shame. So Law is going to miss out on using a special ability right here. We will get Shiryu to launch, though, which is pretty decent. And it is within the first 30 seconds, so we get a bit of extra damage. And Izo Okiku, man, this character is so good in Pirate Rumble. I mean, look, some of those hits aren't doing that much damage, but when you really stack into the fact that it's doing so many hits, it's so good. And unfortunately, we did miss a lot of those guys with those special animations there, so that is a little bit of a shame. And then we get Luffy launching, which does go ahead and haste all of those free spirit characters. So this is looking very, very good for this guy right now, because we got a little unlucky with the positioning of some of the guys, so that really, really hurts. And Kid is going to launch. What happens here? Kid barely survives, or should I say Law barely survived. Here we go with the Law special ability. Actually did knock out. Who did it knock out? It knocked out the Luffy crew, and it actually nearly knocked out the Kid as well. Oh, okay, Kid's gone now. See you later, alligator. And that is going to be that. Only Trafalgar Law left. He does have his special. One of our guys might die, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, Law dies, unfortunately, but it doesn't matter. We're going to get the dub anyway. Groggy monsters, they hit really hard. Wipe it on the bench hits really hard. Sober Mask eventually would hit hard if he comes on late enough. And that's going to wrap it up. So there we go. Another pretty successful win with the quick team. And I guess when you get to a certain point, you know, some of these teams with full-on type advantage is not going to lose against these teams. Obviously, with the strength team, there is still the off chance you can get really unlucky, and all of your specials just whiff on like one guy, and then just Kid can come in and wave clear. But luckily for us, that did not happen. Alright, so I'm really, really interested to see how we're going to perform against the Challenge Strength difficulty fight. So, of course, this is the one where you've got the uber buffed stats and, like, all of the SugoFest exclusives that aren't normally viable to be building with in regular Pirate Rumble matches. So let's see how we're able to deal with this one. Once again, I do think Izo and Okiku are going to come in pretty clutch. We hopefully want Akainu to launch first. Ideally Shiryu within the first 30 seconds as well to get that additional damage too. And then Trafalgar Law, man, we want to see how much damage he can do here and hopefully get all of those really, really nice buffs too. Remember, when Law launches his special, he does give a wide range of allies a level 7 speed buff, so increasing their speed will be nice so they can do more normal attacks is always really, really good to have. Alright, so let's see. Who's going to be launching first? Kaido is going to be the first up on the chopping block. Decent damage, actually. Toki's going to be coming in and gives them a bit of a heal. So it would have been nice if Toki went first. But either way, Law is just going to miss out on the special. Oh, that is so unfortunate. So Jackson coming with the health cut and the defense buff. That really hurts. But at least we do get the 40% health cut, or 30% health cut, should I say. All that damage versus strength. And see you later, Sandazonia. Izo Okiku, come in. Let's see it. Look at all those hits. And the special bind, but he did block it. The Vivi character can be annoying. She can apply special bind to us, and then actually the Kuma can do damage through defense. So let's see what happens here. Oh wow, Izo Okiku got absolutely knocked out. Alright, so Groggy Monsters are going to come in and give us definitely more offensive capabilities here. Oh, wow, that was really good damage there from Shiryu. That's fantastic. Actually, Law comes in with his first special. Let's see how he goes here. Wow, it actually got rid of Odin. That's fantastic. And we got that huge speed buff. Like, some of these guys at level 18 speed, 22 speed, that is crazy. Okay, Law coming in with his normal attack again. And we're just going to keep cycling through our guys and keep getting those attacks off. So that's fantastic. And these normal attacks are going to finish it off. And now Kaido is going to be the last one to hit. There it is. So there we go. We beat the challenge difficulty in a pretty timely manner, you know, 60 seconds to get it all down. I mean, I think, you know, depending on the way that the specials could have been launched, we probably could have got that to be completed a little bit faster too. Pretty impressive, man. I mean, the quick team has a lot of really valuable assets now, and Law's just another character that you can use on a quick team to provide some pretty decent buffs. So in summary, I think Law is a pretty decent character that you can be running on a quick team, especially if you have some of the already really valuable units like Akainu and Kaido, Shiryu, and some of the other PvP Rev-Recruit characters. I think this is a really cool character that you can use. Do I think it's going to be optimal for strength teams, for quick teams should I say? Probably not going to be an optimal unit, but it is interesting that we are getting some characters that can provide some buffs to, you know, Cerebral instead. I know Cerebral have received some decent units in the past few months since the start of the year, so it might be interesting to see if we can have a look at a Cerebral team instead. Maybe someone with like Carrot and Wanda, for example, could kind of work with them. We'll have to have a look at that one, but anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. If you did pull Law, or if you are going to pull for Law, and you do get him, are you going to use him on your Rumble team? Because he seems okay. I don't know if I would waste a whole crew spot on him. Remember, this is a SugoFest exclusive, relatively high cost, so it is a big investment to put on your team. But, you know, you guys would have seen in this video how he's able to perform. I hope you guys did enjoy the video though, and if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.